Today we are talking about a coin that has huge upside potential, and it's pretty low right now because of the crash, and I'm super excited about it. It is, of course, Polygon, or formerly known as MATIC, and we're going to talk about the solutions it brings to the table, about the problems that we are currently facing, and I'm just super excited about it. Look, my name is Aaron. I am a brand new crypto investor on a journey to 1 Bitcoin, and if you want to follow along in that journey, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and if you're feeling generous today, give me 2 thumbs up on the like button. Actually, not 2, just 1, because it'll then turn it off. So look, I'm just brand new to this space, and so I watched literally 2 hours of videos trying to explain to me what Polygon was, what MATIC was, and none of them made sense. Like, honestly, like, I was like, these nerds are talking to me in language I don't understand. And you could go and watch, just type in Polygon, type in MATIC, and like, what is Polygon, what is MATIC, and watch those videos for yours. They try really hard. I just have a little lizard brain, but I have gorilla arms and diamond hands, and that's all I know. I want to know what is the problem, what is the solution, and whether or not this is a thing to buy. So this is not this like technical jargon. This is not that video. There's a ton of videos out there already. Trust me, you could just go and look at them. This video, I'm gonna try to dumb down for other little lizard brains like me, what the heck I am buying if I am buying into MATIC or Polygon. And so, okay, so I'm gonna try to keep it simple, but I do have to get a little technical. So when we are trading for, like, say, on the Ethereum blockchain, it's this network that is, allowing us to trade. It's in a space called DeFi, decentralized finance. And when we do that, there are transactions that need to occur. If I make a transaction, it just needs to occur. Now, the problem with this is that if you go on something like Uniswap that trades on the Ethereum blockchain, you and I know that it unisucks, okay? Uniswap is charging me like $250 gas fees. I'm watching these other videos and they're saying, yeah, the gas fees are so expensive, they're like $30. I'm like, I would kill for a $30 transaction fee. I see a $30 transaction fee, I'm like, this is a sale, this is great. No, Aaron is out here trading on Uniswap for like $100, $200, $90 gas fees. It's incredible. And it's so easy to do it because you don't actually see the money in your hands. It's just kind of like fake coin internet money. So it's very difficult. Anyway, and so it's the high gas fees, and it's super slow. I can't tell you how many transactions are keeping me on pending, and then they lose the transaction. I don't know what happens. And so you've got these problems, that high gas fees, and it's mad slow. Vitalik Buterin, what's his name? Buterin. He brought this up. He said that this is a blockchain trilemma, and basically meaning that you have 3 problems here: decentralization, security, and scalability, and you could only really have 2 out of those 3 problems. Let me give you an example. The trilemma usually is cost, speed, and quality. Okay, so if you like make a pair of shoes, you could do it at a low cost and high speed, but the quality is going to be, pretty crappy. Or you could make a shoe and have high quality and high cost, but it will take a long time to get it to market. So you see this trilemma, you could usually pick 2 out of the 3. Now, in blockchain technology, this is one of those things. It's the trilemma. You could have a decentralization, which means, if you're new and a little lizard brain like me, that you want to be able to have no central point of validation for the data. You want to make sure that it's everywhere. This blockchain, there's like a lot of people validating this thing. This is the ledger, right? The second thing is security. You want to make sure it's unhackable, super secure. And the third thing is speed. You want it to be fast. These chains, these transactions, they want to be fast. People can't be waiting. So I'll give you another example. Bitcoin prioritizes decentralization and security and reduces on speed. I'm using speed and scalability interchangeably, and that's really not smart. It's really scalability. It's the exact word. So, and I'll get to why that is in later. So Bitcoin uses decentralization and security because, and that's why it's like stored gold. There's not a lot of transactions happening on the Bitcoin blockchain or anything like that. It's not meant for that. It's just meant to buy and hodl. You know what I'm saying? Ethereum is different. Ethereum, there's a whole lot of like applications that are being built on Ethereum network. And so something like Uniswap, it takes time to like all these, like we said, the aforementioned gas fees and the speed of these things. Now, herein lies the problem. What happens when a crash happens, like 2 days ago, and you want to try to buy and sell, and you're selling on Uniswap, and you're on the Ethereum blockchain, and you don't know if 40 minutes is going to be the time where you need to get in on a dip or get out of a dip. You know what I'm saying? So like, here's a good example. It's like day trading using dial-up. Okay, it's like if you've got money on the line and you're trying to get in and out of trades and you're using dial-up. I'll give you another example for any of the gamers out there, because this is kind of where I come from. If you're in a raid or you're in a PvP battle and you're fighting and you're choppy and laggy and you're running on dial-up, okay, and your team is relying on you and they're like, what are you doing? And you're like trying to cast a spell at a tree or something like that. It doesn't make sense. That's the problem. The Ethereum blockchain is slow, it's clunky, and because cryptocurrency is so new, it's the dial-up. Can you imagine that, guys? We are operating off of what is dial-up here. I'll give you another example. So, and you'll use a dial-up. Well, a long time ago, when I was a kid, I got into this game called Neopets online, and we had dial-up. I had a Juno email, right? Netgear or something like that. And so I used dial-up, and dial-up was expensive. I ran that bill up to like $400. My dad was so upset. It's a phone bill, $400. It was slow, and the quality was the speed was slow, and the quality was like little pixelated images. So cost, speed, and quality were all low. But over time, they come out with fiber and 3G and 4G. Now they got 5G, and I'm scared of cancer and radio waves and all this. And so all three of those leveled up. Okay. Now, here is what Matic intends to solve. Matic, it keeps the decentralization and the security. And that's where Ethereum is being used at its best. So decentralization and security. It's slow, so the scalability is very, very slow. It's very low. Now, Matic is what's called a layer 2 solution, meaning they take the transactions off of Ethereum, which is layer 1, and they just work on this scalability. And so let's just pretend, I don't know how many transaction numbers, I'm not going to bore you with numbers, but let's say Ethereum can produce one transaction without Matic, but with Matic, it could produce like 1,000 transactions. Without Matic, you're spending $250 on gas fees. With Matic, you're spending like centavos on gas fees. You know what I'm saying? So this is what Polygon or Matic is trying to do. It's trying to level up that scalability. Look, now I'm going to pause in this video. I am not an expert. I am a brand new crypto investor. I just did research for 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours here, to try to compress all that information. It was like all the technical jargon into my little lizard brain, right? I'm trying to just compress it all and then distill that information to you. Okay? If you are a little lizard brain like me, I think I did an okay job with describing it, and I've made enough points for you to decide whether or not this is a good project. If you are not a lizard brain, if you're big brain, okay, please have grace with me. Of course you could flame me in the comments, no problem. I don't mind that. So Ethereum's internet blockchains. Look, this is like technical jargon, right? This is for developers. I don't understand here. Oh, okay, here we go. This is words that we know. These are these are words that we know. Scalability. Okay, we just talked about this. Okay, look at it. This is crazy. Dedicated blockchain, scalable consensus algorithms, custom execution environments. Look, you got to be big brain to read this stuff. Look, this is what I'm talking about. I did some research. My lips are chapped because I'm doing so much research. It's so cold in here. So, yeah, this doesn't really help me. I mean, as far as audited team, everyone knows this is like a trustable thing. Look, here, let's just get to here's why I think it's a good buy. Again, not a financial advisor. I'm not going to tell you it's a good buy. I think it's a good buy. Whatever. I don't know. Look, just don't sue me. So, if you are so frustrated, right, if you are as frustrated with me about these gas prices and and the speed, and you believe that cryptocurrency is the future, don't you think that a technology that increases speed would be something to invest in? Like, I just think that that's so important. Speed is one of the most important and coveted and most paid for assets in the world. Like, you want a faster phone, you want a faster computer, you want your meals faster, you want your education faster, everything, you want it faster. And if something can deliver to you faster, someone will pay more for it. That's what we're talking about here in Matic. That's what we're talking about here in Polygon. And you could see the rise. It really started picking legs up in 2020. But you could see the parabolic rise here starting in like February 14th of this year, a little earlier. And then it just goes crazy May 5th, which is like 15 days ago. Pew! Moonshot, baby. And this is one of those long-term holds that I really, really, really like. I mean, I really like this one. I definitely hold some right now. I plan on buying more as it continues to dip. I do think I don't know, I'm not some market analyst or whatever, but I think it's going to continue to dip. I don't think we're out of this bearish trend yet, but who knows? Elon could tweet something nonsense and it would go up or down 30%. So what do I know? Honestly, I'm not a financial advisor. I do know this in my heart of hearts, other cowboy you. This is a cave of wonders, and it's stuff like this, like Polkadot, probably the same thing. I haven't looked into Polkadot too much yet, but I like Matic a lot. There's a lot of hype behind this. This is a layer 2 solution that I am really, really about. I own some. I will buy some more in the future. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. I know I am not that technical guy who's not going to give you that. There's a ton of those videos out there with people with bigger brains than I do, all right? I have a little lizard brain, all right? And so if you are another cowboy out there in the Wild West, look, there are a bunch of things out there, and I think this is one of those things that are just like going to revolutionize the Wild West and the world that we know it. I just think that, I mean, if you pay for speed, I think that's always a good thing. Anyway, my name is Aaron. I'm on a journey to 1 Bitcoin. If you want to follow along in that journey, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. And if this was a helpful video, or you are just a generous person, and I know a lot of people don't hit that like button a lot on these YouTube videos, I'm going to ask you to do that for me in this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you on the moon.